Have you wondered that why, after all the hard work and making enough money, you are not getting ahead with your finances? It only seems that more you make, bigger hole you are in? I have spent almost 3 decades of my life immersing myself in the field of finance and money through a degree in finance, a qualification in accounting, business, and IT. What I learnt and implemented is managing money is key. However, it's more important to develop the mindset and skills. I think we all have heard stories of Hollywood stars making hundreds of millions but losing it all. Classic example, Charlie Sheen. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 10 most common bad money habits that make people poor and tips on how to break out of them. It's a question that might seem a little odd, but let's delve into it. Money, as we all know, is a fundamental part of our daily lives. It's the key that unlocks the door to our basic needs: food, shelter, health, and education. It's the currency that buys us peace of mind. It's critical, yes, but it shouldn't dominate your life's purpose. So let's rethink our relationship with money. Let's learn to manage it effectively, spend it wisely, and save it judiciously. Let's aim to build a healthy relationship with money, where we respect its value but don't let it dictate our lives. This is where the fine line lies. The distinction between money being essential but not the ultimate goal is crucial, because just like in sports, if money becomes the only goal, we risk losing sight of what truly matters. And that's when we start to lose, both in sports and in life. Because in the end, it's about balance. Let's see what are these 12 habits to check for that's making us poor, not rich, and how easily to conquer, for simplicity broken in 2 parts. So don't forget to watch next video on how to manage better. Don't forget to note your tips and tricks and share in comments below. Ever considered how effective you are at managing your money? Let's take a common scenario. You're looking to buy a new car. Now, most people might start by setting a budget based on what they can afford at maximum, and then ask for advice from salespeople. But let's be honest, a salesperson's job is to sell, so they'll likely steer you towards the most expensive model with features you probably don't need. Instead, why not take a more strategic approach? Start by defining what you need from the car. Are you looking for reliability, fuel efficiency, or perhaps a bit of luxury to make those long drives more enjoyable? Spend time researching different models, comparing prices, and understanding what you're paying for. This way, you're more likely to find a car that suits your needs without breaking the bank. 2. Now, when it comes to paying for the car, the principle of buying cash comes into play. If you're able to pay for the car up front, do it. Taking out a loan should be your last resort. Why? Because if you need to borrow money to buy it, it means you can't afford it. This principle applies to almost everything except a house. For most of us, buying a house outright is not feasible, so taking out a mortgage is generally accepted. But for other purchases, consider this. If you're not able to buy it cash, perhaps it's time to look for cheaper alternatives. And trust me, with the power of the internet, finding quality items at a fraction of the price is easier than ever. Spending a bit more time researching can save you a significant amount of money in the long run. 3. But remember, managing money effectively isn't just about being frugal or avoiding debt. It's about making informed decisions, understanding the value of what you're buying, and ensuring it aligns with your financial goals. 4. So the next time you're about to make a big purchase, take a moment to consider, do you really need it? Can you afford it without taking out a loan? If not, what are your alternatives? If you need to take a loan to buy it, except for a house, it means you can't afford it. 5. Did you know that emotions play a significant role in how we spend our money? It's true, our feelings can be the driving force behind our purchasing decisions, often leading us astray from our financial goals. So how can we keep our emotions in check? The answer lies in emotional management. Let's imagine you're in a store and you see a shiny new gadget that catches your eye. You feel a rush of excitement, thinking about how much fun it would be to own it. This is where emotional management comes in. Instead of giving in to the impulse to buy right away, take a step back. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or do I just want it? This simple question can help you differentiate between a necessity and a luxury, between a wise expenditure and a potential financial mistake. 6. Now let's take it a step further. Before you make any significant purchase, create some space between the emotional impulse to buy and the actual act of buying. This could be as simple as waiting for 24 hours before making the decision. During this time, evaluate the pros and cons, consider your budget, and think about the long-term impact of the purchase. This pause can help you avoid impulsive buying and make more rational, financially sound decisions. This isn't about depriving yourself of the things you want. It's about making sure that your wants don't dictate your financial health. It's about ensuring that your emotions aren't in the driver's seat when it comes to your money. By adopting this approach, not only can you save more, but you can also experience the satisfaction of knowing that you're in control of your finances. 7. So, the next time you're tempted to make a purchase based on an emotional impulse, remember this. It's not about denying yourself of what you want. It's about making sure that what you want is truly what you need, and that's a powerful distinction to make. Remember, it's not about what you want, but what you need. 8. Ever feel like you're drowning in stuff you don't need? It's a feeling many of us can relate to. Our society, our culture, our media, they all push us towards consumerism, towards buying more and more things. This pressure is especially high during special occasions. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, these are all seen as opportunities to spend, to buy, to consume. But let's take a moment and ask ourselves, is this necessary? Consider this, we're told we need to buy gifts for every occasion, from the smallest achievement to the grandest celebration. But is the joy we feel from giving and receiving these material possessions truly lasting? Or is it just a fleeting moment of happiness, quickly replaced by the desire for the next shiny new thing? And what about the financial toll this takes? Each unnecessary purchase is a drain on our resources, a drain on our ability to manage our money effectively. The cost isn't just financial either. 9. The time and energy we spend on shopping, on trying to find the perfect gift, can often overshadow the actual celebration. So how can we avoid this trap of consumerism? The answer is simpler than you might think. Celebrate with experiences, not things. Instead of buying a gift, why not plan a day out with your loved ones? 10. A family picnic, a hike in the woods, a day at the beach. These are all experiences that create lasting memories, far more valuable than any material possession. Remember, the best gifts cannot be bought. They're the moments we share with the people we care about, the laughter, the stories, the shared experiences. These are the things that truly enrich our lives. And when it comes to marketing ploys, be aware. Advertisements are designed to make us feel like we need more, like what we have isn't enough. But we can choose to see through these tactics. We can choose to value experiences over possessions, to celebrate with our loved ones instead of shopping. Stop falling for the marketing ploys that encourage unnecessary spending. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what we have, it's about who we have in our lives and how we choose to spend our time with them. So what have we learned about the psychology of money? Firstly, we've understood that money, while not the ultimate goal, plays a significant role in our lives. It's the key to our well-being, buying us food, shelter, health, education, and peace of mind. But just like a sport we're passionate about, if we let money become the goal, we're likely to end up losing it. So the essence lies in maintaining a fine distinction between money as a necessity and as a goal. Secondly, we've discovered that money is only as good as it's managed. Impulsive purchases or buying based on others' advice can lead us down a path of financial instability. Like buying a car, for instance, it's important to start with our requirements, look for flexibility, and a touch of luxury without breaking the bank. Remember, if we're taking a loan for anything other than a house, it's a sign that we can't afford it. The third takeaway is about emotional management. Emotions can often lead us to make unnecessary purchases, but by asking ourselves a few simple questions, how will I use it? Do I need it? Do I have space for it? We can create an emotional gap, leading to a more sensible approach to spending. Next, we've talked about the traps of consumerism and the culture of junk buying. Whether it's eating out at expensive restaurants multiple times a week, falling for nonsensical philosophies like you only live once, so spend, or buying and gifting unnecessary items for various occasions, it's crucial to stop and think before we spend. So, manage our money well, control our emotions when it comes to spending, avoid unnecessary purchases, and celebrate life without overspending. Remember, Money isn't everything, but managing it well can significantly improve your life. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch the second part on the series.